Stuck here for 5 hours. Great.
Hello from Charlotte. I just came from Buffalo, New York, headed to Minneapolis, Minnesota for the day. Got to fly on the old US Airways scheme. Pretty cool. But why am I stuck here? Back in Buffalo, we were supposed to leave at 6 a.m. and instead we departed 2.5 hours late, resulting in our late arrival. In other words, landing gear issues from the flight coming here the night before, plus a bird strike that was never discovered or inspected until our scheduled departure time, plus somewhat uncaring customer service equals a complete disaster. Most, if not all, of the passengers on my flight missed their connections, including me. This left about 180 passengers either moving off the flight so they could fly on a different day or airline, or being stuck in Charlotte waiting for the next flight. Lucky me, the next flight out of here leaves at 3 p.m., 5 hours from now. I was supposed to be on the 9 a.m. one. I get to customer service and the person isn't the nicest. I explained my situation and they said they still didn't know what to do, with an attitude, of course. Anyways, I eventually got my ticket for the 3 p.m. flight after Buffalo staff refused to deal with it and told me to go to Charlotte to figure it out.
It's pretty quiet on this side of the terminal. There's my gate. And 3 o'clock.
My breakfast was from Dunkin' Donuts and my lunch was at Wendy's. And I forgot to mention that I lost my upgraded seat I paid $35 for since I missed the flight. Customer service said I should get my money back, but surprise, surprise, nothing. I lost $35. I'm lucky to even be on this flight. Now that I wasn't able to sit in the available, wide-open, upgraded extra legroom seats where I was supposed to be, I'm stuck in the back. Every economy seat was taken except for one, which happens to be this seat. It was a window seat. At least I got that out of it. The tray table is pretty large, legroom is decent, and there is power on board. This is American's oldest Airbus A320 aircraft, so the cabin is a bit old. American Airlines provide Wi-Fi, both free and per purchase. Once you connect to the onboard Wi-Fi, go to aainflight.com. Here you can view your current flight progress and watch movies, TV shows, and live broadcasts. aainflight.com is the only website that works under this Wi-Fi connection. For internet browsing, you can get free Wi-Fi for 30 minutes or purchase one of these selections.
Take the lead in the 8th inning back against Georgia. That's what I liked about South Carolina. They're scrappy.
A snack and drink service came around. The only option for food was cookies, but on other American flights I've been on, they serve pretzels. International flights have full meals. While we cruise, I like to mention the ratings for American Airlines. According to TripAdvisor, nearly 19,000 reviews say the airline is very good, while an almost equal amount say that their experiences were terrible. I'd say my experience was poor. I don't like how in both Buffalo and Charlotte, the customer service just didn't care. I know they deal with these situations all the time and, they could get tired of hearing all about it, but that's their job, to help, not to look at me like I have two heads and be as little help as possible. One more thing. To get myself onto this flight, I had to do it myself on the app because customer service just didn't know or care to help. They were really only just there to give me a boarding pass. On the other hand, American does have some good aspects. Well, first, at least this flight was on time. The other times I've flown American, though, have been normal, just as it should be. Also, I've never had to deal with customer service before today, which is a good thing.
Right, please have all of your final rubbish you would like to dispose of ready. This will help us to quickly do our final check so we can take our seats as well.
Please be reminded that any handheld electronic device such as cell phones, tablets, marijuana.
Once we got out of the clouds, the descent took us towards Minneapolis and had a great view of the city.
Welcome to Minneapolis, where the local time is 4:22. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Seatbelt sign is turned on.
After all the chaos, welcome to Minneapolis. But wait, it's not over. I was supposed to spend a day here for around 7 hours. Instead, I spent an entire 50 minutes. I got here so late that my flight back home with United was leaving in 50 minutes. I would have just canceled the entire trip if I knew I would get here so late. But also another reason why I decided to fly anyways was because both American and United's fares were non-refundable with basic economy. I would have lost around $400 if I didn't fly. So now I have to run back through security, check in, and get back to the gate before boarding. This trip has been nothing but a headache. It's crazy how one delay can ruin your entire trip. For an overall rating, this experience gets a 3 out of 10. Did I get here? Yes, but that's about it. I got here 6 hours late, had my whole day wasted, had poor customer service from 2 airports in one day, got downgraded from a seat I paid for, and was stuck wandering around in Charlotte for 5 hours. I guess the only good thing about this experience was that I know every single part of Charlotte now. I probably walked 10 miles in that airport going to every gate and just walking and even more walking. I did so much walking that my legs started to hurt pretty badly. This day was just extremely tiring and really just a whole day gone. Also, see that Republic Airways plane next to us? That was headed to Philly, and I was gonna book myself on that flight, but chose United instead. Good thing I did, because as we pulled in, that Philly plane started leaving. I would have been stuck in Minneapolis for the night if I chose that flight back. All in all, American Airlines is still okay in my book. This is definitely the #1 non-budget airline, like Frontier and Spirit, that people have issues with in the United States. If you plan to fly American in the future, I hope this gives some understanding as to what may or may not be coming your way. Time to rush off the plane and try to make it back home. Thanks for watching. If you like this report, it would be great if you give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and more content will be coming out soon. I know I took a long break from the channel, but now that I have some free time, videos will be frequent. Until next time, explore from above, and I'll see everybody in the next one. Take care.